You drugged her.
Actually, I didn't. I've taken her off all medication.
Your guy Foreman gave her Haldol.
We needed blood for tests. I assumed that was the only way to get it.
He knocked her out.
Look, I have a cane, and I know how to use it.
I hired you. You work for me.
Okay. Can I go now, boss?
The Haldol changes her. She says it makes her soul numb. Don't give it to her. If there be rags enough, he will know her name and be well pleased remembering it. You okay?
Old days.
For in the old days, though she had young men's praise and old men's blame, among the poor both old and young gave her praise.
So, when I said no psych meds, I'm just curious, which word didn't you
The
understand?
Haldol had nothing to do with the bleed. You know that. I used it purely as a chemical restraint.
Oh, great. Well, that's good to hear. So she won't experience any of those pesky little side effects you get when your motives aren't pure. Oh,
Those side effects are so rare.
what, passing out, increased confusion, depression, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna screw up our diagnosis, because you just used it to restrain her. I'm so relieved.
She spit in my face.
That must have been so frightening for you.
What was I supposed to do, tie her down?
Yeah, anything but give her drugs. That's basically my point.
The clotting studies. Pretty fast. You promised to date the entire lab?
No, I saved that for emergencies. I told him she bled out 2 units, and if it happened again, she'd die.
If it had happened at home, she would have died. The ER doc, he was going to send her home.
It turns out your best judgment is not good enough. Here's an idea. Next time, use mine.
I think they're choosing a movie.
Why did the patient bleed out?
The clotting studies so far are normal.
Well, cover your ears if you don't want me to spoil the ending. Everything was normal.
Except for prolonged PT time, which means what?
Usually it means whoever drew the blood didn't do it right.
Oh, that's right, because you drew the blood. But you were precise, because you knew the tube was purely for the PT study.
That's right.
And I'm right with you. I trust this result. For 2 reasons. A, because you are a good doctor. And B, because 5 milligrams of IV Haldol makes for a spectacularly cooperative patient.
The prolonged PT time makes me think she's got a vitamin K deficiency.
Vitamin K would explain the bleed, but not the clot.
Without vitamin K, protein C doesn't work. Without protein C, she clots. Clotting and thinning all at the same time.
What about another drug interacting with the heparin? An antibiotic like ampicillin? That would cause a
Clever,
bleed.
but she's not on ampicillin,
2 months ago, she complained of a sore throat, and he got her ampicillin.
which she refused to take.
He just said she didn't take it. What is it? Everybody lies except for schizophrenics and their children?
It's more likely than malnourishment. Why not scurvy or the plague?
Gee, I wish my idea was as cool and with it as yours. What is yours, by the way? Do you have one?
Alcohol. Simple. It causes immobility, which explains the DVT. It also causes cirrhosis, which explains the bleed and the prolonged PT time. Let's ultrasound the liver.
3 theories.
Check out our place for ampicillin and diet, then ultrasound her liver. Let's find out who's right before she bleeds to death.